Normally, when people are coming to me about garages, they are considering a couple of options. They're considering a timber garage, a concrete garage, or a brick garage. And they want to know what the benefits are in comparison to each other. So timber versus brick and concrete, really. The thing with brick and concrete is it's absolutely perfect if you have bigger ideas for the inside. So if you're thinking of having a brick or concrete garage, then there is extra things that you need to do to make that space the best it can be. So if it's just brick and concrete, then the unfortunate thing is that is a cold wall, which means that moisture and condensation has nowhere to escape and it builds up on the walls. So it can be quite damp and moist inside these types of buildings. If you decide to have a brick or concrete garage and you stud out the inside and put in insulation and lining, then that obviously gets rid of that problem. The thing with timber garages is that you don't necessarily need to do that, because timber naturally absorbs moisture. So if there is an excess buildup of moisture, then the timber will absorb it, so keep it away from the perishables within the building. With Gillis and Mackay garages, however, we have a special 3-tier wall structure, which means that anything inside that garage is completely bone dry, because we have an outside wall, an internal cavity and an inside wall. So any moisture is kept on the outside. So that's the two things that I would say, is that with brick and concrete, if you insulate and line the inside, then it's absolutely fine. If you don't, then there is going to be excess moisture and condensation build-up. Whereas with the timber, you don't have that same problem. Hopefully that explains a little bit about timber versus concrete and brick.